have on the inside. Greg, where are you going? The story about Jim Brown was a true story. This is an almost true story. Greg, I want you to read my given name on my driver's license.
Louis Roy Hughes.
That's it, Louis Roy Hughes. And Glenn Smith will appreciate this, but the Roy is actually an acronym for Rep of the Year. Son, I want you to understand where you've come from and hence where you will go. And he said, your name, Louis, your first name, that came from your great uncle, who was a very creative man, but he died at an early age due to the Spanish influenza of 1918. And he said, your middle name, Roy, and I kind of interrupted him. I said, I know, Dad, Roy's my grandfather's name. And he said, no, that is an acronym for Rep of the Year. And I said, well, Dad, when will this Rep of the Year take place? And I said, he said, Louis, I cannot give you a specific year. 2 years before you become Rep of the Year, there will be a very dark financial cloud that will go over this land. He said, many banks will fail. Wirehouses will become banks so they don't fail. The head of the Treasury, which is also the head of the IRS, will have their top dog will actually not pay taxes. And liquid investments, known as auction rate preferreds, will become illiquid. And so thus the prophecy has been fulfilled. I do want to thank a couple people here where I've got this opportunity, because these only come around so long. And I want to start with Margaret. And I hope now I know how Colt McCoy felt after the game tried to talk. Margaret had confidence in me before I had confidence. She had, she told people I was wonderful before I was wonderful. And so, Margaret, thank you very much. I also want to thank Greg Gunderson. Greg does a wonderful job of shielding us from many issues that never reach our atmosphere. I know Greg has, he's not renting this business. I mean, he feels like this is his business. He's got a passion and compassion for each of us, and I imagine that sometimes it's so deep that it's a little painful to him. But I greatly appreciate that. I think Rob Dearman, Rob's done more in 2 years with the advisor platform than we got done in the previous 8. He's got a rare talent of just pure intellectual technology acumen, but then he's also got a tremendous understanding of our reps, our clients, and then he wraps that up in marvelous passion and drive. So Rob, I appreciate your help. I also thank the other members of the Texas Trifecta, which is Glenn Smith and Steve Cecil, which he's not here tonight, and finally And Jody Perez does a wonderful job. She's on my speed dial, and I call her and get a woman's perspective on just pretty much everything. And so Jody, thank you very much. And in honor of Jody, we have a little game we like to play out on the beach, and we just like talk about a subject, and there'll be a word, and then we'll try to like do a song, you know, that's got the word in that, and then we'll take it to the next level and say, well, who wrote that song? And so Jody often says, Louis, you've got so much just crap in your head. You could really be smart if you could just get that out. And so in honor of Jody, and we had Jimmy Buffett. I don't know if we have any parrot heads out there tonight, but I do want to kind of close with a guy that's very dear to the state of Florida, Jimmy Buffett. So he's got a song called Son of a Sailor. And at the very end he says, what does he actually say?
Help him out, Jody.
It's out.
Where it all ends, I can't fathom, my friends. If I knew, I might throw out my anchor. So I'll cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, that's you, Jerry. A thief, or a central banker. Thank you.
Hey, Dan, do you have that last slide? Again, congratulations to Louis, Rep of the Year. It's tough to follow that act. I got this email from Mike Fiorio, and I really thought it